Hello everyone. So let's start on a clear canvas. You can very clearly see I have a lot of pores on my face. Also there is a lot of dullness. So here we're going to start with a primer. I'm going to use two primers. One is an oil primer. Since this is winter and we need a lot of hydration, so I'm going to start with an oil primer. This oil from Stay Cookie provides enough amount of hydration. So even if you want to skip any kind of facial oil after the moisture or moisturization, that goes well with this. Now you can very clearly see that the skin has a little bit of shine and that gives a good hydration, but it isn't sticky at all. Now we're gonna give it some time, and by the time I'm gonna just make my eyebrows and later on gonna conceal the borders and also the eyelid with the help of a white concealer. Now I've used a white concealer so that whatever color I'm gonna apply on top of it pop very well, so or come out very well. So here I'm using a white concealer. This is from a palette from Inside Cosmetics, and it is actually a very good concealer. It blends very easily, very seamlessly, and is very reasonable. Now once this is applied, I'm going to set it with the help of a white translucent powder. Now once that is done, we're going to start with a transition shade or the lighter shade of orange, and going to pick it in a soft fluffy brush and going to create soft motion all around the eyelid, and also try to see it that you don't pick a lot of product initially. You can always build it up, but try with little amount of the color or whatever pigment you're picking, and later on you can build it off. I'm just applying it at the crease area completely and on the eyelid. Now I'm gonna pick up a color which is like dark pink and applying it at the inner corner and outer corner just below the transition shade, and blending it in an arc, or you can see wiping motion, and connecting the two dots or the inner and the outer corner. Now this is just below the transition shade. Don't drag it upwards. Try to take a small fluffy brush for so. Now I'm going to take a very small brush and taking a purple color and applying it in the right mid part and just spreading it with the pink color. Now since this is a color, or these two are the colors that mix very well with each other and give a shadow effect, you can blend it very easily. Now just once the colors are done, I'm going to blend everything, or I'm going to blend the edges with the help of a clean brush. Now just for a bit of glitter, I'm taking a pressed glitter in purple, dark purple shade, and applying it right on top of the lid. Now we're going to use the pore filling primer or the mattifying primer, since I have said initially, and just gonna apply it all around the face. Now to cover the bumps and all the dark circles, I'm going to use a very lighter shade of orange from the same palette, and with the help of a brush I'm picking it up, and I'm not just applying, applying it in blending motion, so that you don't have to do it in a different step. You can just pick and blend it simultaneously. You can cover all the areas, and once this is done, I'm just going to take a beauty blender. This is a damn beauty blender, and with that I'm just going to blend everything seamlessly, so that already it is blended, but if any extra product is remaining, that will be out with the help of this beauty blender. Now once this is done, with a very lighter shade of a translucent powder, I'm just going to cover it. Now this is a from Flickr, and in the shade Coffee. This is an exact shade of mine and a cream foundation, and I'm just going to apply it with the help of a kabuki brush so I get a good coverage of it. You can see that I'm getting a very good coverage out of a very sheer foundation. You can also go with the brush if you want a sheer coverage, a good coverage with a sheer covered foundation or a lighter covering foundation. Now this is a concealer from Faces Canada, for which that I'll be using to highlight my high points. Now I'm going to use it in a good amount, because since we want highlight, I don't believe that applying it here and there or in dots will give it a good outcome. So I'm going to apply it in the way that is shown, and going to blend it just with the help of a beauty blender. I've applied a setting mist just before that, so that the blending becomes very much easier, since concealers are something that are thicker in consistency and get dried up very easily. So if you do something like so, it will be easy for you to blend it out. So once this is done, I'm going to move ahead with the bronzer. For the bronzer, I've picked a very lighter shade of a color since I don't want a hardcore of contouring, but it's completely on you. You can even go with a darker shade of contouring. Okay, now once this is done, with the help of an orange blush and a blush brush, I'm going to apply blush just on top of the contouring that we done or the bronzing that we did, and taking it towards the hairline. Never keep it away from the hairline since that gives an artificial look or something that is being just dumped. So take your product towards the hairline so that that gives a finishing look. Once this is done, gonna pick a highlighter which is in bronzy shade and applying it on all the areas that I feel that there seems to be a highlighting needs to be done. So once this is completed, we're gonna set this with the help of a setting spray, but I'm gonna spread this on a beauty blender so that the products get saved, as well as we get a decent amount and all the extra powders on the face get absorbed easily. Now for the lower lash area, I'm going to pick again all those colors that we used on the eyelid, starting from the orange or the transition shade and applying it just below. And now just creating a wing with the help of a pen liner. I've picked a black pen liner from AYA, most affordable and easy to apply. If you're someone who has a shaky hand, go for always a pen liners instead of liquid liners, and that makes your job very much easier. So that's how I've applied the wing liner, and just applying a bit at the inner corner. Now for the completion, I'm taking a white liner and applying it just in the waterline. This is from Rimmel London and has an amazing pigmentation. Now again, we're going to pick the purple shade, applying it at the closer by to the inner corner at the lower lash line. Now curl my lashes and applying mascara from Bella Foster, and this is an amazing mascara, I must say. The wand is smaller, easy for application, and also the pigment is amazing. Now once this is done, for the lips I have taken a red colored lip liner. This is from Swiss Beauty, creating an X at the upper lip and just completing the borderline. Once this is done, I'm going to pick a purple shade of lipstick, liquid lipstick, and applying it all around. And that's how the look is being created. I hope you like this video, and happy Lodi to everyone. If you like my videos and my content, please give it a like, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also the hit bell notification. Thank you so much.